Hey, call me Shape, and today I'm reacting to a video titled Black Women Believe Black Men Deserve an Apology. Let's get right into it.
Should black women apologize to black men? This black woman thinks so.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry, black man. Please forgive me. I didn't know. I didn't realize how trapped you've been. I didn't realize how you've been targeted and hunted, set up, lied on. I didn't know. And I want you to know that I apologize. I privileged my pain over yours.
Do women need men?
No.
No.
Why do you say that?
We're very independent.
I think you can live in this world without a man. You were born in this world as a woman and you came in this world by yourself, so you don't need to depend on someone else.
Okay, why do you think a lot of women say they don't need men?
They feel like they're too independent, like they can do it by themselves, but we can't. We need a man.
I just decided to go look at videos about decentering men. Decentering men came up with like 9 million gazillion videos of women talking about how to decenter men and why. Something told me to just go look up videos about decentering women. I could not find a single man on here talking about decentering women. These men are not pressed about us the way we are pressed about them.
Ego is really big for us. Like women are very egotistical. We tend to allow our heads to get so big, and society has allowed it too.
Yeah.
We are now comfortable being the captain. We're not comfortable being someone that's sitting behind the captain or a co-captain.
Yeah.
We want to be the captain.
Yeah.
With stipulations that not all captain duties I have to have. Like, you want to be the man, but you don't want to build anything.
Right.
You don't want to fix anything.
Right.
You don't want to actually do the hard labor things that men will do in order for you to have what men produce.
Right.
We got women out here can't find a man because they acting like him. You are alpha. Now the alphas all want these subservient husbands. You can't have one.
No. What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. There is a growing divide between black men and black women when it comes to dating and relationships. Black women think that there aren't enough eligible black men that can meet their standards. But black men think that black women do not know how to treat black men and that their standards are unrealistic. Who's right? The black woman you saw in the very beginning of this video thinks that it is black women who should apologize to black men.
As a black woman in North America, because that's where I live, I've been taught how to relate to you through white supremacy. And I never gave you the benefit of the doubt. I just took the images, the stuff that I heard my mama say, what wounded women were talking about you, and then I had bad experiences with black men. I painted you all the same way that the cops paint you.
It makes more sense for me to get on here and dog men out, right? It makes sense for me to complain and play victim and point the finger and say it's all about me, me, me. It's easy to do that. That don't require any effort or work. The real work is asking yourself, what role did I play in my own misery? A lot of you women are creating your own suffering, whether you like it or not, because of your lack of boundaries, your lack of healing from past trauma, because of your lack of intuition and your lack of awareness.
Like if you 9 to 5 at Burger King or something, hell no. But if you 9 to 5 at
my favorite
JP Morgan or something, hell yeah, because I know that Friday check about to have multiple zeros.
Fuck that little bank shit. Shit, that's a fraud nigga. I might as well get a fraud nigga. Fuck.
I don't know.
You work in the bank too. Shit, technically. Like,
I don't know.
So hold on, so if a nigga work at the bank,
no, I don't want you.
so let's say this nigga work at the bank making $500,000 a year. You don't want that nigga?
You can give me a bank. Give me.
Could have been a sweet deal for both of us. Now just a sweet deal for me.
Average women think that
The reason why they don't want the guy at the bank because I'm familiar with the guy at the bank. Okay? It's called stereotypes. There's a lot of stereotypes about black people, and when they think about a black man they want the stereotypical black men. The Tyrone, you know what I'm saying? The one that got a gun, the one that's got a warrant out for his arrest. That's who they want. That trauma seems familiar to that guy. They know that guy. They grew up with him. They seen him. They know other girls that dated someone like them. They want something that's familiar with him. So a lot of times our trauma, the reason why it's so generational and it's passed down from generation to generation, because it builds up this affinity for trauma. We feel a closeness to it. You know, we could identify with it. I meet so many black women when they meet me, because I'm so unique, I'm so different. I'm not like the average black men they know. They don't really know any vegan black men. They don't know any personal training black men. They don't know any black men who are YouTubers. It kind of is a turn off to them because they're like, I don't know what to do with you. You know, but hey, that's the problem. If you need to start fresh, you got to stop relying on your past to tell you where you need to go in the future.
Better than average men. Every woman wants this exceptionally great guy, right? He's making at least 6 figures or doing really, really well for himself. He is good looking. He has to be a certain height, just these crazy standards. But then sometimes these same women don't match physically, mentally. They're not even on the same wavelength as him when it comes to where they're going in life. I need women to humble themselves, especially average women. You're no better than average men.
Back then, women wanted strong men, men with potential. I don't even think bitches today recognize what potential is in a man.
You're not my type.
Back then, women looked for potential in a man. Like, I could build a family with this man. I could build a house with this man.
See, a lot of women will go and get beta males because he's not going to say a thing. He's going to let you run amok. He's going to let you do what you want to do. And we've gotten to the point where we don't want to be alone, but so we want somebody.
Yes. Yep.
But then we want somebody that's not going to tell us nothing. Somebody that's not going to hold us accountable. We want somebody we could talk to, flip out the mouth. At the end of the day, the whole thing is we wanted to escape order. We fled to independence because we wanted to escape order, because the order that we saw was not really order. So let me talk about the bad word here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Submission. If you say it to the average woman, especially one that's out of order, she's gonna say, I want a part of that.
You damn right I don't. Rationalize are the stories we tell ourselves that keep us stuck in places, circumstances, and situations that no longer serve us. Rationalize create drama that we can then blame on something or someone else. To rationalize is how we deny responsibility and avoid accountability as we wait for something other than ourselves to change. And when you rationalize not doing what you know you need to do, chances are you're using a rational lie to keep yourself comfortable in what's familiar because it's safe.
Ever since slavery, ever since Nat Turner, ever since 1830, you have been criminalized. You have been positioned and targeted from kindergarten. By the time you're in the 3rd grade, you're already set up to go to prison.
What happens to the spirit of a black boy who grows up in a culture where his community, his school, his home, and everywhere he moves about carries an energy that either silently or very loudly and explicitly says, black men ain't right? What happens to the spirit of a boy who grows up hearing about black girl magic, but is taught nothing about black boy brilliance? What happens to the spirit of a boy who learns about how black girls rock, but is taught nothing about black boy joy?
I love what she said there because, by the way, she's a beautiful woman. Shout out to her. I love black women. I know I make videos criticizing, condemning black women. Honestly, I do think they're at fault. And I'm thankful for the apology that a lot of these women are giving. But it's harder and harder to date in the black community because we have so much trauma that we need to heal from. I went to a holiday party, right? I work in a predominantly white company, very high-end gym. I'm a personal trainer. If you're new here, check me out. But what I've realized was at the holiday party, a lot of my coworkers, they're married and they have spouses and, they do stuff that us black people don't usually do as often, right? Half of my coworkers are married. And when I've seen them interacting, I'm like, yo, they're interacting very nice, very kind to each other. They're laughing, they're giggling with each other. A lot of respect. The woman's showing respect to her husband. And I'm like, yo, we don't have this in our community. In our community, it's constant confusion, violence, fighting, finger pointing, blaming. We just don't get along. And white people, not all, but, the white people that I see, and then the white stereotype is white people know how to get along with each other. White women know how to follow their man, how to be a good subordinate. White women are not telling each other, we don't need a man, because they're trying to get married right after they graduate college. They're trying to meet their husband in college and graduate with a wedding ring. So, I think about the black women I dated this year. I dated some brilliant black women. I dated a woman that made over $400,000 a year. I dated a woman who was going to become the principal of a school. I dated a woman who was vegan as long as I've been vegan. And all of them had trauma to where they had to fight and argue with me. And because I was unfamiliar, I wasn't the type of black guy that I used to, it was unattractive. Not that I was bad, not that I was wrong. It was because I wasn't a feminized beta male who you can walk around, do whatever you want to do, and won't say nothing. Black women want a man that's going to sit down and shut up. Yeah. Don't say nothing. I'm going to act crazy. I'm going to be disrespectful. I'm going to be wild, and you need to just shut up. And we wonder why we're in the scenario that we're in now, where we're not getting together. And by the way, the black women I'm talking about that I dated, very attractive. So I'm not talking about girls that I had to settle for average women. I'm dating above average women in looks, in career. Shit, a lot of these girls y'all can't get. But I'm privy to them because, you know, I'm me. But I really do accept this apology, and I'm hoping that a lot of black women could see this and say, you know what? We need to turn and break this curse. We need to turn the tide, you know? And I think it starts with more conversations like this.
That you have to accept when you're a man. Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something.
Because it's the truth. She knows it.
Men don't complain about how badly they are being treated. But women, we are like an exposed nerve. So toxic, so mean, so controlling. You all have heard it when a man is just being a man, when a man is just being straightforward, when a man is just getting to the point. So what does that mean, ladies?
Hold on. They think we're toxic when we're just being men. That's a great point. Black women think a black man's being toxic when he's just being a man. That's groundbreaking. That is groundbreaking.
If you have a man and he opens his mouth to say, you know what, I didn't like that, it took him a long time to even get to that point. So if you have a man who is telling you, I didn't like that, you would be very wise to listen to him the first time, because the fact that you're hearing it for the first time, he suffered through it for a long time, for a longer time.
Black women are raised on how to live without a man and not how to keep a man. Black women are raised on how to live without a man than how to keep a man. Ask yourself why.
The average black woman in America don't get no older than about 14. Talk to her and deal with her like you dealing with a 14-year-old. Don't come at her like you dealing with an equal, because she's not going to be able to accept that. You got to go way back. We cut off at about 14 to 15. We don't develop and mature no further until we get some new information and accept some different information.
I'm afraid she has a point.
Damn. That is so true. They have the emotional maturity of a 14-year-old. And, man, it's just, yo, I didn't expect this, but watching these videos with you guys, this shit is hitting home. This is hitting home. And I kind of feel bad because when I watch these videos, it like equips me with the ammunition. So when I talk to a black girl, I'm like, these are the facts, these are the informations. And it probably makes it worse, right? We got to honestly like look at this information, absorb it, and just understand. We can't even share this information back with the woman. Well, you can share my video. If you want to watch this video with your girl, go ahead and do it. But that's the best as you could do. Definitely don't go making this your argument or your point. In fact, if a black woman starts arguing with you, don't even get involved. I had to still learn this because I respect black women like they're my equal, right? I'm 36. I treat them like they're my age, but really I should be treating them like they're prepubescent. You know, you got it. So yeah, I treat them like that.
And that require like rings immediately. It's just like, you know, I might have the same requirement, but I understand it's not immediate with it. You know?
A nigga his size comes up to you and grabs and squeezes your ass. Am I supposed to let him just do that and say,
no,
beat him up, bitch?
You should protect me because why is he touching me in the first place?
Right, exactly. So the fact that I matter is I'm supposed to put my life on the line for you because this big ass nigga done goddamn grabbed your ass. You won't shut up for me?
Hold on,
gotcha.
Don't flip that.
Yeah, girl, man, die for me. I won't shut up for you. Girl, man, hey, I want you to get jumped by 5 big niggas. But don't ask me to get you a fucking sandwich. Girl, man, see, that's the bullshit we talking about, man. You want me day one to protect and provide for you at a high level as a man should. You don't want to be my peace and pleasure the way a woman should day one. I gotta do something. Oh, well, conditionally, if he's the one for me, I'll shut up if he no, bitch. I mean, bitch, I'm talking about bitches on the home. The fact of the matter is, the moment that a man is willing to protect and provide for you, you should be willing to give him peace peace and pleasure. It's an equal thing. Goddamn same time, nigga. We don't trust y'all hoes either.
The only black women that get protected over here are the black women that love and respect black men. Now, the black women that call us bullet bags, y'all can protect them. The black women that was laughing at Kevin Samuels when he passed away, y'all can protect them. The ones that said they get turned on when they see police officers unalive black men, y'all can protect them. Again, the only black women that get protection from over here are the black women that love and respect black men.
Y'all didn't want boyfriends. Y'all didn't want partners. Y'all did not want husbands. Y'all wanted fathers. Like, can we just cut like the BS? These comments right here, it proves that y'all wanted fathers. Y'all wanted to redo daughterhood. This is not about wealth building. The conversation is not rooted in helping the kids to build knowledge and wealth. The conversation is not about creating businesses and generating cash and revenue on a day-to-day basis. The conversation is always about how women can be taken care of even when they don't have any money, even when they're poor.
I was so hurt by you that I justified my righteous indignation because I was hurt. And I didn't look why you would hurt me. It never crossed my mind that you were hurt too. I don't even know how come well, actually I do, because you've been positioned as a criminal and as an animal, so I'm not even going to see you as a human being. I'm going to see you like they teach me to see you. And I fell for it. And I didn't look it up. I didn't look at the research.
We are not the first women to want to have their bills paid. We are not the first group of women. We have not in this sprinkle. This is nothing new, okay? Women not wanting to work and getting a man to pay their bills is not new. In fact, stories of women who are choosing instead to damn near pimp their children out, like if you listen to the Miss Pat interview, are more common than you think. So I'm going to preface this by saying, particularly talking about men, a good man exists anywhere. So just because a man is paying all the bills doesn't mean he's a good man. It doesn't mean he's a bad man. This does not mean now that this is why you don't let a man in your life, because a good man can exist poor, rich, educated, not. This is why on my page I preach so much about understanding the character traits of what actually makes a good man.
Women don't listen to men. Women think that men were created to serve them. So if you ain't serving them, they don't want to hear nothing you got to say, because if
and that's okay if you think we're here to serve you, but you think we're here to serve you for free. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't think that it gonna come at some kind of cost, right? Like, we really just want you guys to shut up. Like, bitch, shut up. I really want to say this to some of these girls daily. Bitch, shut up. Shut up, bitch. I really want to say that. It feels good saying it now. It really does. But seriously, like, I'm tired of you guys mouthing off when you can't fight. You can't beat me. So stop talking. You can't sun me. You want to sun me? You want to punk me for what? You're not tough. No one thinks you're tough. You're not smarter than me. You're not stronger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not in a better space in life than me. Yeah, sexual market value ain't higher than mine's. But you fight with me as if I'm going to take a huge loss. If I lose you, girl, I can replace you. You can't replace me. You don't know what a good man is. This is how I feel. This is like what I feel like saying to a lot of these women. So when it comes to these women giving apologies for black women, and by the way, I appreciate the apologies, but their apologies are not enough. We need to hear from our women, the women that we date. That's why I like this idea of affirming black men. Black men affirmations. Like, we need to change the tide, turn the tide to where black women are worshiping their black men again. Y'all want to be worshiped for what? I know this black girl, she want to be worshiped because she got a master's degree. Why you want me to worship you for that? Shout out to you. I'm glad you do. But degrees on themselves don't make you smart. You know what I'm saying? You just passed and took the right amount of tests. And like I said, it's an achievement. It is an achievement. But now you can't have the ego as you're the smartest person in the room, da-da-da-da-da. Bro, I tell people all the time, I train people that are doctors, lawyers, dentists. All these people are out of shape. They're so smart, but they're not smart enough to stay in shape. Then you have people that are broke that are in better shape than people who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. People that dress better than people that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Smell better, look better. You know what I'm saying? Actually have more discipline. Got their mind in a better place. But because you got a degree, you want me to look at you like you're God? Nah, that's how you view your degree. And I'm saying this to say that We need to get back to where we originally was. We worked together. The black man was respected. He's no longer respected. You want him to be a punk, a pushover, a coward. You want him to shut up. But bitch, you need to shut up. Seriously. And I don't know what's going to be the solution. I don't know what's going to save these women. I really don't. So we accept these apologies, but apologies are not enough. We're going to need a change in behavior. We're going to need a change in attitude. I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm getting my passport, which, by the way, I got it already, and I'm traveling. Looks like Thailand for my birthday, or maybe Colombia, whichever one. I got to buy my ticket this week. But my thoughts are, right now, it's someone in my 30s, 36 years old. Even if I find a girl as attractive as me, my age that's black, the disparity between our sexual market value is so high, I don't think I'm getting a fair deal. I really have to date a girl younger, which, by the way, she's going to be upset. Why you got to date a younger girl? Well, she's going to be more in her fertility window, right? If I date a girl that's 36, my age right now, imagine that. I'm getting attitude, disrespect, and a girl whose womb is on its way out. That's premenopausal? You might not be able to carry my kid, and we got to rush to have a kid right away before I even really get to know you? Or I could date younger, where a girl who I could take the time, a couple years to get to know her, right? And I feel like we're more in line with each other. So I don't know what to say to you, black women. I really don't. I really don't. I think you're beautiful. I love your dark brown skin, so it's not about appearance. I just hate the attitude. I just hate what's up here. What's up here is malevolence. That's what's up here, right? It's resentment. Y'all got to let go of that hidden hate and resentment for black men. And then we'll have better relationships with each other. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to put a link to this video in the description. You guys can watch the whole video. Shout out to TSG. I really like his content. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you over there.